Yo, yo, yo. It is Franco's World, episode something something. I forget the number of it. I'm recording this super late. It is Tuesday when I'm recording this. You won't get this till Wednesday. I've been up to my eyeballs in paperwork. I've been busy, so things are difficult for me to get the show out earlier on Tuesday. I know it's Tuesday. Every Tuesday from now until the end of time, I've been preaching it. Technically, I'm not wrong because I'm doing this on a Tuesday. I just want to point that out. I recorded some. Here's the deal. So I recorded like 15 minutes of this show, and the stuff wasn't landing. It didn't feel right coming off my lips. So I wanted to restart. It's like in basketball, going teams going fast, and the point guard's like, "Hey, we got to pull it out. We got to reset the offense." That's what I'm doing right now. I'm resetting the offense, shifting back into neutral, drawing a play up, and I'm gonna go score. 29 minutes left of material. Come on, Franklin, you got this. So let's start with this. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Franco's World _. And if you follow me because you listen to the show and you say, hey, send me a message. I followed you because I listened to the show. I'm going to follow you back. And tell your friends. And this show has increased a lot. And it's interesting. It's fun to see that. It feels good to see the fruits of your labor come to fruition. So thank you for telling your parents, your friends, your aunts, your uncles, your postal workers, coworkers, bosses, janitors at the office, anybody who's willing to listen to you say, hey, there's this guy with an out loud journal that comes out every Tuesday, but sometimes Wednesday, because he's up to his eyeballs in paperwork, like he said. Doing an out loud journal from now until the end of time. And it feels good. So thank you very much. So follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Franco's World _. And more importantly, I have yet to do this on the show. I've never done this on the show. This is a first. So if you're listening to this, this is first. I think this is episode 35, 34, 35. I don't know. They all run together. You know how it is. Go to Spotify. Go to Apple Podcast. Hit the follow. Hit the subscribe. Give me the rating. The 5-star rating. Go to Franklin Miller YouTube channel and subscribe. The show's also on there too. Sometimes I have videos. Sometimes I don't. I mean, the podcast, the audio version will always be on there. But the me acting goofy isn't always on there. Today, there is no video. I'm recording this super late. And the internet connection, my God, it'll take from now until the end of time for one video to pop up. Okay? So I've just sacrificed that and I said, hey, the video's just strictly Instagram content at this point until we get a better internet connection, and then we can start doing whole videos on there. Because the one episode I recorded on my laptop, yes, it's visuals. Yes, it's synced up. Yes, all this and that. It's not as good as quality as I wanted to, and I want things to be good quality, so I'm not releasing it unless I have good quality. That's how much I care about you, the listener. You should be thanking me. So go on those sites, subscribe, rate, comment, whatever you want. Rate it 5 stars, awesome. Rate it 1 star, awesome. Don't, for the love of God, give me a 2, 3, or 4. Because that means you actually took a lot of time to be like, you could have done this better, you could have done that better. And that irks me. Okay, when I was a Lyft driver, the baseline is 5 stars. And I hauled around some sketchy characters. Some people were running from the law. Not from the law. Some people were running from situations that involved the law. They were the victim. They were hiding. They were needed to go here. I'm not revealing any sort of information. It's probably an ongoing investigation. I'm just an innocent bystander. People would ask me to do this. People would ask me to do that. People would ask me to watch their babies. Ask me to watch their children. They would leave their children in the car, run to the grocery store, run this or that, and I'm sitting in the car with a 1-month-old. I have no idea what I'm doing. That's fact. That happened multiple times. There was multiple counts of this. I'm great with kids. I'm just saying. It was scary. And it's not like I can talk to the kid and relate to him and be like, so, the fact the Pirates have spent $0 in the offseason is just bananas, right, kid? Yeah, he doesn't know what I'm talking about. And I don't even know what I was talking about. Where was I going? Oh, yeah. So don't rate it 3, 2, 4 stars. That was an odd number sequence. Because that means you're like, you took time and you're like, oh, I don't really like it. You give me 1, I'm just like, okay, they didn't like it, that's fine, I'll move on. You give me 5, 5 could mean it was meh, 5 could mean it was amazing. 5 is the baseline for me. Anybody who produces content and I find it semi-interesting, 5. Because you're working hard and you're putting the thing out there, you're doing the thing. You deserve some sort of, love, positive reinforcement, something. So that's what I believe in, even though sometimes maybe that doesn't make the most sense. Okay. I don't even. If you listen on Google Play, shoot me a message because I don't think I'm getting any listeners on there. The podcast subscription thing that I have sends the show to Google Play. I don't know if I'm getting any listens from there. I don't check stats from there. I know majority of my listens are from Apple. A decent amount are from Spotify. Maybe a handful, a couple are from YouTube. And then that's it. I put the show on Tumblr, but that's like me putting the show on Twitter, so it doesn't really count. So yeah, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, Francosworld _ I guess follow me on Tumblr there too. I don't know why. TikTok, I have a TikTok. I need to start using it. But I have the theory, I was tweeting about the theory. I was tweeting about the TikTok theory. TikTok's terms and services. You put any piece of content out there, the talk owns it. Does this mean if I have a joke, because I see comedians put it on there and the joke blows up, and I'm happy for them. There's enough cake, enough room at the table for all of us. I see them put a joke on there and I tell them this is a good bit. I'll say that's the baseline for me. If you have a joke, you put it online and I like it, good bit. What else am I supposed to say? Like, oh, ho, ho, this made me die laughing. Everybody's going to say that. You want a genuine comment from a genuine comedian, good bit. These are other rules I have in my brain. I have all these little mental rules that I have. I said I have twice. See how tired I am? This is a marathon. This is a marathon match right now against the clock. 30 minutes of content. I'm running on fumes. We were talking about the show. We were talking about the content TikTok. So if you have a bit that blows up, or you have a podcast with the little captions, you have that and it blows up and it pops off. Great. Piece of content out there, great. Gary Vee loves the talk. I get it, Gary. I got a bunch of baseball cards for you. Okay, so if they own the content and you take that out on the road, or you get ad money, or you do this or that, can TikTok sue you for that? Because they're like, well, that's our content, that's our joke, we're going to sue you for intellectual property or stolen jokes or whatever have you. Can they do that? Because I don't put a lot of things on the talk. I don't really put stuff I like on there, if I'm being honest. That's just another place to put it. And that's really dumb of me to put things I don't like on there, because if you don't believe in it, then other people aren't going to believe in it, and it's all thing. I just want to I post a lot of drafts of like Snapchat stories and stuff like that too on there. Just get rid of it. I don't know. Because I don't want other comedians to get screwed. I don't want to get screwed. I don't want other comedians to get screwed. Enough room at the table for all of us. Go to baseballlegendapparel.com, baseballlegendapparel.com, baseballlegendapparel.com. Shirts, long sleeve and short sleeve, sweatshirts, hoodies, no hood, whatever you want. Ladies got the leggings. Babies, you got the onesies. You got jewelry, bracelets, keychains, necklaces, stickers, phone cases, what have you, hats. An incredible spread, an incredible selection. The business model, great. A good friend of mine runs it. He runs a tight ship at baseballlegendapparel.com. I believe in it. Otherwise, I wouldn't endorse it. You should check it out. And when you do check it out, and if you want to purchase something, Valentine's Day is coming up. I don't know, maybe your significant other's into baseball. But they have regular artsy stuff on there. Cool. They got some cool phone cases and stickers that look nice on the back of laptops. I have a couple myself. Use promo code Frank. 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 Use that promo code at checkout for 10% off your final purchase. It's a brilliant idea. Okay. Frank. No C. No C. I say Franco's World. People ask me about the show all the time. Franco's World. Franco's World. Okay, I'm not seeing it. Are you typing with a K? Yeah. It's C. It's the Italian spelling. I'm not Italian. Not that I know of. I haven't done Ancestry, and I'm not gonna. I'm not giving my DNA to be frozen so they can sprinkle it on crime scenes and I get pinned for a murder I didn't commit. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Okay? Franco's World with a C. Frank. Promo code Frank with a K. Got it? Capiche? The reason the show is called Franco's World is because my name in my Italian class that I took for 3 semesters was Franco. 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 Okay? And I don't know why I took Italian. I wanted to be different, and I like the Italian language. I like the culture. It's my favorite food. I'd like to go to Italy. I'm going to the Mediterranean area soon. So no one speaks Italian where I'm going. But I don't know why. I probably should have taken Spanish. There's only a couple countries that speak Italian, okay? And New York does not count. Because they kind of speak that broken Italian English or whatever, and they say words that aren't real Italian words and all that stuff. It's a whole thing. What shall we talk about first? 10 minutes in, what shall we talk about first? See that? That's how you fill time. That's how you fill content right there. Trying to do 20 more minutes of a show, running on E, running on empty, like the Jackson Brown song or whoever sings that. I'm looking at our producer. He's shrugging. He has no idea. But thanks. So today, I've been thinking about this for a few days, and I finally decided to pull the metaphorical trigger today. In my possession, I have an acoustic guitar. And no, I'm not going to be one of those guys by the fire that strums 4 chords. That ain't me. I had this acoustic guitar since I was in like 6th grade. 7th grade. It's a full-size guitar. It's a good guitar. I like it. It sounds good. It's pretty. It's got that nice wooden smell. You can just feel it. It's got a good feel to it. People always, my one friend, Mr. Smith, always gets on to me. He's like, you always touch things. And I'm not talking about like public things, but say I go to a store, I want to get a feel for it. It doesn't matter what it is. Say I want to purchase a piece of like a print to hang up on my wall, like an artwork print. I have to feel it. If it feels good in my hands, that's what I'm talking about. I don't like these things that have this jagged feeling, but it's not a real jagged feeling. It's a jagged feeling in my mind. Everything has to be rounded and, I don't know, kind of like fluid. That I'll look at my joke on a piece of paper, and if it looks too boxy or if it looks too sharp, I'm like, that doesn't look good. So I'll have to go through and sound out the things and make sure. I don't know, dude. It's a whole process, and maybe I could probably spend like 20 minutes talking about that, but I'll move on back to the guitar thing, and maybe I'll get back to how the jokes have to be rounded. I don't know, sound good coming out of your mouth. But so I find my guitar case. I'm thinking, let's get it popping. This won't be hard. I pick it up. I get it tuned up. It sounded good, looking good. I look up a handful of the chords online to see if I remember them. Get my fingers in the right spots. I'm like, okay. Strum it a few times. I was like, I remember this. Did that for like 2.5 minutes, and then my fingers started to scream. These strings are old, super resilient. Metal's a resilient material, okay? Or whatever guitar strings are made out of, especially the bottom ones. Those things hurt. And I'm out here trying to play solos like I'm Stevie Ray Vaughan, and my fingers are just bleeding. Not literally. My fingers are bleeding metaphorically in my mind. They hurt really bad is what I'm trying to say. Do I do this? Do I continue to do this? Do I continue on this journey of trying to be a guitar player that I can just pick it around whenever I'm at my house by my lonesome? Do I want that? Do I want that life? I picked up the guitar in like the 7th grade because you're in the 7th grade. It's like, hey, I'm either going to be a skateboard guy, a guitar guy, or I don't know. And the guitar guy for me was like, hey, I wanted the pinnacle of musical stardom for me. When I was in 7th grade, I was like, I want to get an acoustic guitar. I had an electric too, but I sold that recently. I want to get I should get an electric back. I want to jam out. I want to make that thing talk. But I had an acoustic guitar, and I was like, hey, you know what? I think I want to play in my church youth group worship band so I can play like Jesus Messiah or whatever song that has 3 chords. All the Christian worship songs are just the same 3 chords, 4 chords. I'll give you 4. All spread out to different things. Same strumming pattern. Down, down, up, up, down, up. Like you're strumming a ukulele. It's all the same thing. So I wanted to do that, and I took lessons for like 2.5 years. And some of it's coming back to me. So my fingers know the basic chords: A, A minor, F, C, D, G, E, E minor. I think I said that. A minor. These basic things: C, C7, D, D major 7. These basic things. Okay, I know this stuff, and here I am looking up solos that are easy to play, and I'm plucking the strings, and I'm like, this is tough stuff. I don't have to start from the very beginning, praise God. But do I? Do I do this? Do I embark on this journey? I have no desire to become a real musician. I'm not going to become a real musician. I just want to do this for myself. I also want to get into woodworking. I've been doing some manual labor things, and I like working with my hands, and I want to be able to fix things around my house, my future home, maybe my apartment, and you save a bunch of money that way. And plus, you can make things look a lot cooler if you're allowed to in apartment complexes. Build some things, do some things. I like doing it. It's handy. I'll do anything for you. It's gonna run you about $13.50 an hour, though. I don't know. So in the bottom of my guitar case, I found this note. I flipped it over, and it wasn't sheet music. It's from Blennerhassett Middle School, and it said 2 days detention from Mrs. L. We'll just say L. We're not gonna say her name. From Mrs. L. for being talkative and goofing off in class. That's what it was. I don't have the paper on me. It was goofing off in class. Wow, what a surprise. I was goofing off in class. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thought that? Me goofing off in class. So that was hidden in my guitar case for a couple decades because I never wanted my parents to see it. That's how you get around that, folks. I got in school detention a handful amount of times, and it was just for one, like homework not being done, and goofing off in class. The classic comedian story: not doing homework and goofing off in class, reciting the jokes that you heard on the monologue the night before. Yeah, a lot of that. Let's see. So I think I'm gonna start playing guitar a lot more. All right. Here's advice for homeless people. 17 minutes in. Homeless people, I'll be your ally. I'll be your fan and friend. I will. Here's the deal. This is a free seminar. You can come if you want. Don't if you don't. I don't care. Free seminar. I'm giving you some advice here. Take it if you want. Stop hanging around college campuses, homeless people. I'm on your team. I'm not making fun of you. I'm on your team. I want you to succeed. Homeless crisis is real. Some people will have bad luck. Some people make a bunch of unfortunate decisions that snowball into that. But either way, you're still people at the end of the day. But stop hanging around college campuses. And here's why. I'm trying to help you guys out. The people that you are asking money from are more in debt than you. Okay? They don't have a bunch of money to give out. A lot of people. Some people are affluent. Some people have a bunch of scholarships. Everyone's situation is different. Me, I didn't have a bunch of money. I couldn't give a bunch of money to homeless people. I think I gave maybe a total of $5 my entire college career to homeless people. The people that you are asking money from are more in debt than you are, and you people, homeless people, sorry, have a lot more in common with college kids than you think. You're both hanging around on campus, wandering around, trying to find yourselves. And what little money you do get, some of the college students, just like some of the homeless people, are spending it on alcohol and stuff like that. So you guys got a lot more in common than you think. So maybe you're like, hey, you know what? These kids are kind of like versions of us. The only difference is they have a roof over their head at night. And sometimes these kids themselves aren't even paying it. So really, if you think about it, they're kind of like homeless. They're just like squatting in a place that their parents pay for. So you got a lot in common with them. Confide in them. Be like, hey, where else should we go? This is not a bit. This is just me talking out loud. Let's go someplace else. Let's go someplace else with the show as well. So last week I said, and last week's 15-minute episode was great. I got a bunch of new fans from England now. I love England. I love North City. I love the entire UK. I love everybody. Me trying to sell tickets? No. That's years before I do that. But that's not always the case, because I guess now if you are just make funny videos that you can just sell tickets and do formal stand-up without having any sort of formal stand-up experience. I'm not jealous. I'm just saying the stand-up art, what if you want to call it art, we're just being court jesters, is changing. We'll talk about that after we talk about this. And I forgot about what we were talking about this. I said I was going to do the best of the decade. I asked on my Instagram story at Franco's Road _ the best of the decade. Many of you people responded. I got too many notifications, too many likes, comments, replies to stories. I got too many of them to the point where they are gone. Your responses about your favorite things from the past decade are gone. They are rendered useless. I remember 2 of them. One person said the Justin Bieber album was pretty cool, and I agree with that. That one song where he's like, my life is a movie, and everyone's watching. That one is a banger. I don't remember that song. Love Yourself is a good song. I think Cold Water might be on that album. If not, that song is also good. Bieber's back. I'm digging it. That album was good. Good call. The other person, I don't remember who said these things, by the way. The other person, there was another person that said they liked Tiny Sunglasses. There was a bunch of miraculous things that happened in the decade. Probably even to whoever sent this in. Maybe this person, got super muscular, worked out a bunch. Maybe this person got a scholarship to play sports. Maybe this person graduated college. Maybe this person got an amazing job out of school. Your favorite thing was Tiny Sunglasses. You had a whole decade and you picked Tiny Sunglasses. It wasn't a favorite album, a favorite movie, or whatever. Tiny Sunglasses. What do you mean by that? Sunglasses for little kids that you wear, or sunglasses for regular people that like the lenses are cut in half and long? Because I've seen those. The Kardashians always wore those. Because if that was your favorite, then that's fine. Like what you like. I'm just saying. It's an interesting choice. So I'm sorry I lost all your responses. I don't have a favorite thing for the decade. I graduated 2 schools and got my first job out of college, worked in baseball. That was fun. And now it's time to do other things. Let's see. So, yeah, we can talk about comedy for the past 8 minutes, for the next 8 minutes. And let me check real quick if I had anything I wanted to talk about that was good, because I don't think I did. Don't fire a gun into your air and don't fire your gun into the air on New Year's Eve, because 2 people died in Houston, 3 people died in the country. So if you fired your gun into the air in the greater Houston area on New Year's Eve, there's a chance you killed someone. So think about that whenever you lay your head on your pillow tonight. Why? Okay, so there's these comedy journalists, and there's comedy journalists that are respectable, but there's a lot of people that there's one guy that says he's like a open mic journalist or something like that. What even is that, bro? You're going to a bar with 3 people and you're just saying this person is bad, this person needs to be canceled. You're not even letting people work things out. It's ridiculous, bro. It's just ridiculous, and it's making journalism look bad. It's like sensationalism and clickbait at its finest. It's horrible. Journalists is the new comedy now. They're the ones being made fun of. People are going to comedy and holding them to a higher standard than they are our own president and stuff like that. People are going to comedy for their opinions. Don't come to me for your opinions. Come to me for jokes. So these people that give their opinions on, well, this person's jokes stink, this person's jokes are great, this person, this. A lot of them have never gotten on stage. A lot of them only go to alt shows, which are, it's like, not even it's a thing anymore. Just bars with mics in it. A lot of people think their opinions of jokes are better than other people's opinions of jokes, and that's fine. You can have that opinion if you want. I don't really care. But I whenever I see people have come with a really strong take about jokes, or say they're doing stand up and selling shows and doing this or doing that, I send a response to them. I reply to them on Twitter because I'm an idiot and I have nothing to do in my life. Just kidding. I always say like something like, when do you get up tonight, or like what time are you going on tonight, or like when are you hitting mics? Because I want to know, because like these people are succeeding and like they're getting shine. And I want to know what time they're getting on. I want to see them, and I want to see that, because I want to find the best and I want to work with the best. So I always ask them, like, what time are you getting up tonight? These people that talk about how bad jokes are, how their jokes are better, or are quote unquote Twitter comedians, or make YouTube videos but somehow do stand up also. There's no evidence of them doing that. I've always asked that, and not once has someone. I've probably done it like 10 times, and not once has one of those people been like, "I'm getting up tonight at such and such. I'm getting on tonight at so and so." So what are you doing? I guess stand-up's dead, and you can just do whatever you want if you can move ticks, and that's fine. I'm not mad. I'm just saying, like, I like traditional stand-up. There's a place and time for everything. Traditional stand-up's traditional stand-up, but don't do your internet thing and then say it's stand-up, but you're just like you're just talking out loud. Like, I would like to sell podcast tickets. I would just be an out loud journal, or like maybe I'd have things pre-planned, segments and stuff like that. That'd be great. I'm not gonna say it's stand-up. I would say it's a podcast. Or whatever, man. I don't get it. I don't understand why comedians are being held to higher standard than politicians too. It doesn't matter if you have an experience in formal jokes. If you have an online following and you're goofy, you'll sell tickets, and it doesn't matter if your material is good or not. I'm not saying these people suck. I'm just saying it doesn't matter. You build a fan base, which basically means you're unbombable, because you can say anything and these people will bite it hook, line, and sinker, and that's great. That's what every funny person should aspire to do. Build a great online following, because that way whenever you get on, you can take risks and try things, and people will go with it because they like you and they believe in your thing. Yeah, but now we're being diluted with content, because everybody you get one funny joke on Twitter, you pop off, and then boom, throw comedian in your bio. You get one funny joke, and boom, check this video about me doing an open mic. Stop. Okay? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Everybody wants to be famous now. Everybody wants to be a comedian. Everybody wants to be this. Everybody wants to be that. All the time on TikTok, see somebody with a joke that pops off, click their bio, comedian, this, that. Great. That's awesome. I'm just saying we're being diluted with content. Like, we made a girl famous. I'm not hating. My God, this is not me hating. These are observations. It's my out loud journal. We made a girl famous for drinking kombucha. When is she opening up for someone at the Hollywood Improv? I give it a month. She's going to open for somebody. She's going to open up. The kombucha girl is going to open for... Who is someone? Okay, so kombucha girl is going to open for the one girl. Who's the one girl? The one girl with the God dang it! What did she get famous for? Speeding ticket. She was crying about the speeding ticket. Kombucha girl is going to open for the speeding ticket girl, and the speeding ticket girl is going to make a video where she's crying on stage or dancing, and then that's going to get a bunch of love, and then they're just going to sell tickets around the country. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying that seems to be the new wave of younger kids stand-up. And that's not stand-up. That's its own thing. And its own thing should be greatly appreciated. And it's its own thing. I just like traditional stand-up. That's all I'm saying. My God. Comedians are being held to higher standards than politicians. Every time somebody makes a joke. Oh, what about this? What about that? Dude, what about, like, leaders are saying worse things and you're not harping on them? And I think it's because the mob mentality wants someone to fight back, because they love arguments. They're addicted to arguments, especially on the internet. When somebody's giving them something to fight back about, it adds more fuel to the fire, fighting fire with fire, metaphorically speaking. And comedians who will die for their joke are obviously going to fight back and be like, dude, shut up, it was a joke. Okay, it doesn't matter. It wasn't said maliciously. Relax. And they're fighting back for that, and so the mob mentality is pushing back again. And it's things are coming to a boil. It's getting interesting. That sounded like Jeff Goldblum. Oh yes, things are coming to yes, things are coming to a boil. They're getting interesting in the comedy community. You see people drinking kombucha and selling tickets. It's very interesting on the mob mentality. I'm going back. I'm done with that. Cancel the Goldblum impression. I'm just saying, it does not make sense to me. I'm not hating on anyone. This is my out loud journal. Listen if you want, don't if you don't. Either way, I'm going to do this show from now until the end of time. Thank you very much for listening to today's show. Remember to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at @Franco'sWorld_. Rate the show 5 stars or 1 star. Don't give me 2, 3, or 4. Subscribe. or follow on Spotify and Apple. Okay, guy? Tell your friends about the show so it can grow. And in the meantime, you keep taking care of yourself and keep all those questions coming because I read them even when it's 2 weeks late and I forget who put what. I still read them. So thank you very much. I hope you have a great day today, and I will see you when I paused it. I will see you when I see you. No outro. Bye.